Hello, everybody. This is the guide for my Dex build. I'm only level 50, so it's more of a mid-game Dex build, but this is a really great template for people to work on. So if you want to melt bosses and just shred people in PvP, then this simple guide will show you the step-by-step process you got to go through. This took me no time at all, and I am going to through the quick process of getting the things that I need. I will also show you how to get 100,000 souls right at the start of the game and basically get overpowered before you even fight a boss. So see you guys at the end of the video. All right, so for this build, you have to grab a samurai. We're just gonna do build, video, done, finish, start. Step 1, head outside, and we're going to immediately head to the church. Talk to the NPC if you want, but this is here. So do you want to get 90,000 souls? 100,000, actually. All right, so step 1, or the major step 1, is we have to get our horse. So we got to run through here and activate one of the bonfires on the other end of this hill, on the other side of this hill. We're gonna grab the map fragment while we're at it, because that's where we gotta do that. And now that we are at the site of grace, to the right of these waypoint ruins, we sit down and we get access to our steed through Melina. Alright, from this point on in the video, I am going to start referencing the map, because I'm going to be cutting ahead in the video for the parts. I'm going to be showing exactly where I am on the map when the next step comes, so people don't get confused as to where I am. So this is where we exited the catacombs when we first started. That's the church. We went across here, we grabbed the map fragment right here, and then we went to this bonfire here. What we want to do now is we want to go back to the first step. We go back here. We need our horse to do this. We don't need it, but it'll make it a lot faster. So we go back here with our horse, and then you jump off on top of this, and make sure you just, if you fall anywhere near these, they'll break your fall. Go down here, grab this gold pickled foul foot. It's very important. If you're cool with missing out on 30,000 runes, don't pick that up. But this foot boosts our rune acquisition for 3 minutes. So we're going to use it right before we gain all those souls, and we'll get a nice 20 to 30,000 extra souls. So after this, we're going to be heading up here to the Death-Touched Catacombs. So we're just going to go back to Egghill Lake North, and we are going to zip and zoom up the hill through the Storm Gate onto Storm Hill. We're going to get our G right now. We're going over here first because there's a bunch of upgrade materials that we're going to need over here. That is right around here. That is where the 5 stones, the 6 smithing stones are. So aggro one of these giants. You want to find this statue and you want to go right behind it. Make the giant break the statue. Didn't quite break it. That's gonna break it. And then you want to grab the items that are there. 5 level 1 smithing stones and 1 level 2 smithing stone. And then just so everybody knows, the map will show you in a second. Road, we're gonna head down this road towards the bridge. We have this to go down and then we'll go to the Here they are. This is... I gotta open this first. Can't open my map. And we are here at the Death-Touched Catacombs. This is where they are located. This is the Church of Ella. Death-Touched Catacombs up here. We go in here, activate the grace, There's a boss in here and a bunch of things you can do. We're gonna kill the boss just so I can give you a little bit of an example of how strong this combo is, even without upgrades. To be fair, it is a bit of an easy boss, but still. You want to go through here. There's a little hidden door, and then you go through here. Grab the Uchi Katana. Swap it out. For your bow, get rid of the shield, you don't need it. This is a dual wielding build. We're gonna head back up here. You ready to watch me melt this boss, dude? And here comes the first boss melt of the video. Let's get your stamina up. This guy's using a dagger, so your armor will easily poise. I can just take all those hits because I have enough poise to not get staggered by any of his attacks. Pretty much any of his attacks. Grab whatever's in here. Grab the root resin at the base of the tree. And then return to entrance. Alright, so step number 2, we're going to go back to Agio Lake North. So now that we are here, we are going to go over here to get the second map fragment. Make sure you grab this smithing stone on your way past the bridge. Don't worry about him. He's just angry. When you get near a map fragment, there will be a little obelisk here that tells you where it is. Alright. You want to grab the map fragment? It reveals everything. Now we're going to teleport back to the Death Touch Catacombs. We are going to be heading to here. So we're going to go all the way across up to there. What we're doing now is very important. We're heading to what is going to get us the souls that we need. You can stop and help that person if you want. We're going to go kill a massive dragon for 90,000 souls. And it is going to be extremely easy. Make sure you grab those smithing stones too. Now, in case you die to any of the wildlife, definitely grab this site of grace so you don't have to travel the large distance again. And then grab this map fragment for Dragon Barrow. We are headed right here. It's important that you follow this path so you don't aggro any of the dragons on your way there, because they will wreck your shit. So go to the cliffside on the right and just stick to it. Something you definitely want to do while you're here is jump up to the top of this. There is a bunch of important items up here. Very high level smithing stones for upgrading your weapons later in the game. And a stone sword key for unlocking pathways. So that's the dragon we're gonna kill. Don't be intimidated by how large it is. You don't have to actually fight it. You're gonna be fine. I'll show you how. Very, very easy. Honestly, I'm quite surprised that the developers put this quote-unquote boss in the game if he's so easy to deal with. For anybody wondering, this is where we are. This is where we started, right here, and this is where we are. So grab out both your katanas. I'm just gonna run down here, find a certain spot on his tail where all of your hits connect, and then just start hitting them. There's a special property about katanas. They have bleed build-up built into them. So you will passively be filling an invisible bar See that? 13,000 damage. When bleed fills up on an enemy through the invisible bar, they hemorrhage, which causes about 15 to 20% roughly of their health to just immediately go. So it is insanely good on bosses and any sort of enemy with a high health pool. So it is really broken against a dragon like this. As you can see, we are already like 20-30% through the way of the health bar. It is very important that when you get him down to his last bit of health, you use the gold pickled foul foot. That's about 3 minutes of extra rune acquisition. So don't waste any time once you've taken it. And there you have it. He's gone. Don't worry, this is not any sort of NPC. This is a boss. And if you look at the bottom right, you get 64,999 souls. And then about another 30,000 from the associating dragons that immediately die when you do this. This all amounts to about 98,000 runes / souls. So immediately go back to this bonfire and spend them on level ups. I highly recommend you get your vigor up to at least level 20 and endurance up to at least 20 before you spend any of your other points. This will give you about 26 level ups, which is absolutely nuts right out the gate. But I like to bring my dexterity up to like 22, 23, something like that, and then just pour the rest into my vigor, and then we're good. Dexterity, endurance, vigor are your bread and butter on a dexterity build. Now we are going to go, this next step is very important. We're going to go get the upgrade materials to upgrade our katanas and get them doing some decent damage on top of the bleed that we're going to be stacking on bosses. There's a little mine right here. That's where we're going to go. This mine is extremely important early game as it is loaded with upgrade materials for the first few levels of your weapons. Okay, I can't dual wield against this boss because it's got stone skin. A lot easier for scimitar fun. And once you've returned to the entrance, go to your map and fast travel to the round table hold, which you will have no doubt unlocked by now. So then go in here, go to Blacksmith Man. You should have enough souls left. But okay, so just upgrade one several times. Upgrade one Uchikatana to +3 and then the other one once. Make sure your +3 is the one in your right hand, because that's your primary weapon. Now we're going to go fight Murgat the Fell, and we're going to absolutely roll him. Travel back to the Agio Lake North bonfire. And then we are going to pop out here. After the bonfire has it, we are going to make sure we bring all our weapons into the class rate. We're going to get all class pieces to class. And we're going to start making operations over here. Tell you, we're going to set it. It is fine for me. So we initiate the cutscene. I'm going to skip it. Make sure you do your double attacks. You see that? Look at that. 1,500 damage.
Warrior blood must truly run my veins.
Easy. Absolutely melt the first boss. Melt the first boss. To a puddle. Puddle of blood. So we're gonna go back here. Lots of people don't know this, but you can actually skip Godric the Golden by just going around the castle. I'm not going to skip him. I'm going to go grab the final component of our build. It's called Hoarfrost Stomp. It easily inflicts frost damage on anything, and when frostbite is inflicted on an enemy, they take extra damage. And I'm pretty sure this includes an extra percentage of damage on top of the percentage of damage that the bleed proc does. So you will be doing insane amounts of damage against bosses with this Hoarfrost Stomp. It's quite a distance, so you do not have to go and get this right now. You can just play the game from this point on. You've got a pretty good strong build. Just keep put points into Vigor, Endurance, and Dexterity, and you'll be fine. But if you want to start whooping Godric, I highly recommend you follow this path. So we're gonna go grab the first map fragment. We are right here on the other side of the castle. We're gonna go over here and we're gonna grab this map fragment. Down. Take a look at where we are going, but it is worth it. Because this password is absolutely disgusting. Not only PvP, also worth that in PvP too. I see one shot items, it's nuts. We're grabbing the first map fragment. We're gonna head up into here and grab the second map fragment. The great thing about this game is that you can just run your horse and completely avoid every single enemy. So if you're running and just get from your area that you want to do, you just fucking run around your horse. We're gonna grab this fragment. Next stop on the map is over here. Alright. We are going to go around this King's Realm Ruins area. Careful going around, you have to make a little bit of a jump. Fast. Careful with that fall, you can fall down there. Yep. So here you're going to want to be careful. Yeah, you see that. So just keep zigzagging right and left. And it won't be able to hit you, okay? Just make sure you're strafing. They usually spawn in from the castle, so as long as you're strafing left or right from the castle, you won't get lit up too badly. Alright, so right over here. This is the location right here. So, you see these prints? This is where we are right now. We are at this little lake right here. at the very top of the Lake of Liurna, right here. All the way down here is where we started. And then we went around the castle and skipped the castle so we could go through here, grab the map fragment around here, grab the second map fragment around here, grab the third map fragment around here, and then we went all the way to here. So there you go. So what you want to do is find where this guy's path is, and then just hit the little beetle guy right as he walks into you. He's invisible, but you can see his footsteps. You want to hit him, and then that's it. That's all you got to do. You got Hoarfrost Stomp. So go back here, the round table hold, and then we are going to talk to the blacksmith. And we're gonna get him to put Hoarfrost Stomp on our main Uchigatana. It's important that it's your main, and it's important that you pick standard for damage, not cold. That will take away a significant amount of your physical damage. You want to keep your physical damage. We shall summon Nefeli Lu. Wait for her to spawn, and then we will jump in. Wow. Easy. Hey there. If you made it back to the end of the video, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. So yeah, that took just under an hour, about 58 minutes from start to finish to get this awesome dual wielding katana build. It is extremely fun, extremely powerful, and if you just keep upgrading your uchi katanas, upgrading your dexterity, endurance, and vigor, you will steamroll the game. It's important to remember that the invisible bar that fills up when you're afflicting bleed on something, it deteriorates when you are not hitting that something. So you need to keep up the hits, keep up the pressure, or your bleed stacks will decay and you won't get the proc as fast. So something to keep in mind. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and have an awesome day. See you guys on the other side. Peace.